Hello Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. This is your tarot reading for the week ahead whenever you're finding this. If you're watching along as I post because you're subscribed, this is for the week of January 20th through the 26th, 2025. So Capricorn, I want to let you guys know that I still do have my free ebook tarot guide. So if you want to download that to your phone or tablet, it will give you a nice quick guide to all of the tarot cards, their upright meaning, reversed meaning, as well as what they mean in different readings, such as love reading, personal reading, career, etc. So go get that. We have the Knight of Wands coming out in reverse as your first card out, which is always an interesting one. Knight of Wands is very passionate. It wants to just up and go and not be overly, how do I put this? They don't want to sit still. They don't want to be in one place. There is a desire within you, Capricorn, to keep the wheel of life turning. So what I'm seeing here is you may have recently embarked on even just finishing one huge project or one giant new beginning for you, or just in life in general, you're already doing all this new stuff, constantly going out of your comfort zone, and yet you're ready to jump back into it. It's kind of like you come home from vacation and you're already ready for the next one. You're already planning the next one, booking your next trip, just not really wanting to sit still. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting from you at this time. It feels like all of the Capricorns I know, which is a lot, seem to be very energized this past winter or summer if you're in the southern hemisphere. Not wanting to necessarily sit still and hibernate, wanting to keep the ball rolling and really go for it. So that can be a good thing, that can be a bad thing. Just make sure that you are balancing that more spontaneous, constantly moving energy with rest. You're not burning yourself out, and you do have a nice foundation for yourself. So that would be my recommendation, Capricorn. Don't burn yourself out with change, with going out of your comfort zone, with pushing yourself too much. Make sure you're balancing that with time for rest, time for inactivity, time to be home and recuperate. We have the Five of Swords right next to that. Okay. Really interesting. Five of Swords is a card of walking away from the conflict, walking away from an exhausting energy that someone may be bringing to your life, whether it is emotionally exhausting, whether it is just I don't know, someone getting overly defensive all the time. It's just walking away from anything that does not maintain your inner peace, which is amazing. You know, Taurus could learn a thing or two about you, because I just did their reading and they were really being asked to embrace this message, this wisdom. You're already embracing it, and you probably have been embracing this, I want to say, for 6 to 8 months. You've really been in this energy of I am peaceful on my own. Therefore, if anyone wants to come into my life and ruin my peace, make my life more stressful or chaotic, I'm going to reject them. I'm going to reject that. So you're still in that energy, and it can be coming to the surface again this week. You may be in a situation where you find yourself wondering, okay, is this person or is this thing taking from my peace or respecting it and adding to it? We have the Lovers in reverse right next to that. Okay, this is a pretty clear message, actually. Five of Swords next to the Lovers reverse, next to the Knight of Wands reverse. Yeah, you are definitely setting some stern boundaries with individuals who bring drama or chaos to your life, who make you lose touch with that inner peace, and it'll look different for all of you, who this person is and why they seem to disturb the peace. For some of you, maybe this is someone who doesn't really communicate effectively, and the lack of communication disturbs the peace. This could be someone who is argumentative for others of you. This could be someone who brings a lot of emotional exhaustion to you because they complain a lot, they overly rely or depend upon you, etc. It'll look different for all of you, but Lovers in reverse is definitely a card of sort of creating space, from individuals saying no to anything unhealthy, unbalanced, or just overall anything that takes you out of your Garden of Eden, I guess you could say. Especially next to that Five of Swords, which is walking away from exhaustion, walking away from a fight, no longer putting up a fight anymore. And honestly, Knight of Wands in reverse is a card that lacks commitment as well. So it's like you could be taking back your commitment to this person and saying, you know what, I'm not committed to helping you grow when you're going to be exhausting. So we have the Eight of Cups in reverse coming out right underneath that Knight of Wands in reverse, which really doubles down on what we were saying earlier about having this internal desire for growth, expansion, change, constantly, Capricorn, going out of your comfort zone. I feel like you're interesting because even though you are an earth sign, you are one of the signs that is really comfortable going out of your comfort zone, if that makes sense. Like when you are too much in your comfort zone where like nothing has changed for it's interesting because I feel like one thing that a lot of people with Capricorn placements, like strong Capricorn placements, have to go through earlier on in life, oftentimes you stay too much in your comfort zone. And this can manifest as like a shyness, social anxiety, not wanting to, go out and like embarrass yourself. But then you master that at some point in your life, usually. And then after that, you feel much more comfortable constantly doing something to challenge yourself. Does that make sense? Like that is the karmic path of the Capricorn, from what I've observed. And I am seeing here, like you just have this desire within you to experiment, explore, have some novelty in your life, and like keep things growing. Like you don't want to keep things stagnant right now. And there's a deep longing and feeling within you to keep that wheel turning. Okay. We have the Nine of Swords in reverse. Yeah, it actually can make you quite mentally unwell to stay stuck, repeating the same argument with someone or dealing with the same patterns that either you or someone else keeps repeating over and over and over again. You're just sick of it. And I feel like that's what brings you to this breaking point of like snapping out of it and like letting go, releasing, and just setting your sails in a new direction or I don't know, just getting away from it all. We have the Knight of Pentacles coming out as your final card, which is a beautiful card for you, especially given that you are an earth sign. It feels like you are committed to your own path of growth and exploration, and you may be making quite decisive movements this week to carry on and really keep your own life heading in the direction that you want it to go in, having the experiences that you want to have. I'm getting the presence of someone else in your life, Knight of Wands reversed. They could be a fire sign. They don't have to be, though. That's like you're having to set boundaries with, which is, again, so similar to Taurus's reading. It's kind of funny. But you're having to say, like, you're making me mentally unwell. You are upsetting me. You are making me lose touch with my inner peace. And you're walking away from it, especially if this person sometimes acts in ways that are quite immature, argumentative, like I said, or entitled. You're like, enough is enough. I'm cutting you off. And it doesn't have to be so dramatic. It could also just be like cutting them off from, like you enabling them or you putting up with that, that's what you're cutting them off from. Cutting off yourself being the narcissistic supply for this person. Protecting your peace and moving forward in your life because your intuition has been longing for some life change, I think. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me, Capricorn. Definitely watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this week ahead. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe if you've not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there, shamanic life coaching sessions there, as well as my online tarot reading course, so check it out. Bye-bye.